Tennessee has some of the most beautiful back roads in the country. Today, come along with me as we travel the south end of State Route 56. Let's go. Today's journey begins at Falls Campground just north of Altamont, Tennessee. And this town that I'm coming into here is Altamont, Tennessee. Of course, no day is properly started until you've had your first of the morning iced coffee. So I'm going to swing through this little gas station right here and have some iced coffee to get my day started right. The iced coffee was good, and now it's time to get back out here on the road. So, let's go. Now, I've seen a lot of folks into their favorite sports teams, but I don't think I've ever seen one quite like this. Go Vols! As I've already said, Tennessee does have some of the most beautiful back roads in the country. Whether it be just going out of a small town like this through some just basically wooded areas, looking out across some beautiful fields, going around some twisties. Maybe this is a little fast. But ultimately, it doesn't matter where you're at in Tennessee. It's going to be a good time with great views. This ride down Tennessee Highway 56 was no exception to that rule. Just a beautiful ride all around. For those of you that know me, you may know that aside from iced coffee, I really enjoy historical places. After going through Colmont, Tennessee, you come to the town of Tracy City, Tennessee. And in Tracy City, Tennessee, they have the Grundy County Historical Society. Along with having the Grundy County Historical Society, they have some really neat places here in Tracy City. The historical places that you'll see most in this area of Tennessee are historical places related to the Civil War. Naturally, being in this part of the country, there are a lot of Civil War memorials. Tracy City is, of course, no different. A lot of historical places that have to do with the Civil War. Now, once around the block wasn't enough for me here, so I'm actually taking a second trip through town, around town, to look at different stuff relating to the history of Grundy County. Sure, that's a great place to stop and try to figure out what you're doing. People. I'm assuming this exhibit area probably has more during the summer months than what it has right now, but I don't know. I'm hoping to make a trip down here sometime the next year or 20 to be able to actually spend time in that Grundy County Historical Museum and find out more about the history of the area. Dutch Made Bakery. I wish I had the time, but I didn't. So, here we go. Back to State Route 56. There are a lot of different state parks and national parks in East Tennessee. Along with that come a lot of different hiking trails. So, if you're really into hiking, definitely come visit East Tennessee. Let's do this a little faster. Oh, hold up. What's this? It's a little pull-off picnic area. This pull-off picnic area is sponsored by, of course, the Grundy County Historical Society. A few picnic tables, a few trees. Nice little place to just stop and relax for a little bit. But alas, I do not have the time to stop and relax a little bit. So, let's keep going. This trip is mostly about the scenery. I hope you're enjoying some of this scenery as much as I enjoyed while riding it. Here I'm coming into Monteagle, and here I'm going out of Monteagle, Tennessee. For those of you who don't know, Monteagle, Tennessee is on I-24 in between Nashville and Chattanooga. It's really a cool little city. You probably ought to make this a place to visit when you're in Tennessee. Again, the historical places and just the general scenery in this part of Tennessee, it's just unmatched, really. But here I am again just south of Monteagle, and I don't have much longer of this trip to go down Tennessee 56. This part of Tennessee Route 56 encompasses a small part of the Trail of Tears. The United States as a nation has some varied background and some not so great history, obviously. The Trail of Tears, for those of you who don't know, began in the southeastern United States and culminated in Oklahoma. Some of the Indian tribes that were misplaced out of this were the Seminole tribes, the Creek, the Choctaw, and the Cherokee Nation, along with the Miami Indians. All of them moved to Indian Territory at the time, which is now Oklahoma. There's just something extra fun about riding the twisty ridges. This is March 18th, and obviously spring is about to sprung, but it ain't sprung yet. Or spring is about to spring, but it ain't sprung yet? Well, anyways, spring is on its way, folks, but as you can see from the bare trees, it still hasn't quite hit. But still a beautiful ride. This is the Sherwood Post Office, which means we're almost done with today's trip. The rolling hills, the old railroad tracks, the scenery all around here in South Tennessee, just north of the Alabama border, is gorgeous. And here you get to see that I spared you from having to listen to me sing. And now we are truly coming to the end of the community of Anderson, Tennessee. Off to my right, you can see the LaHoist Anderson Quarry. The LaHoist Anderson Quarry, which is right on the state border. And I have now crossed out of Tennessee and into Alabama. Right there. So I've made it to the end of State Route 56, the southern end of State Route 56. It's a beautiful day. I am just over the border into Alabama. I think this road here goes up to the back side of the quarry that I passed just right at the line. So it's time to head back north. Route 56 is complete. And I will actually, on the way home, I'm going to be staying the night at the same campground that I stayed at last night, and hopefully I can get you some footage there tonight. There are little kids there, and so I don't want to do too much recording because I don't want little kids in my footage. I don't think most parents would be okay with that. I wouldn't be okay with that, so it's tough trying to get any footage without the little kids in it. So anyway, I will be heading back there tonight. On the way, I'm going to be starting a new state route. I'm actually going to do 2 state routes on the way home. So, yeah. Be looking forward to a couple more state routes after this one, which was Tennessee State Route 56 from the north end, just north of Red Boiling Springs, all the way down here to the south end by a little community called Anderson. So that's it for this trip. We'll catch you guys next time. Later.